Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. To all my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for joining us here on the channel. And to all of my existing subscribers, thank you for being with me through this journey. This is a horoscope monthly reading for April, and this one is for Cancer. Now, a couple of housekeeping things before I jump into the reading. I'm still offering the Spring Tarot special if you'd like to take advantage of that. It's going to be going on until about May. And it is one question, 3-card reading done via email with a write-up and pictures of the cards for $22.22. So if you'd like to order one of those, or if you'd like a private session with me for healing or for tarot cards, all of the information is in the description box below. Just send me an email and we will get you scheduled in as soon as possible. Now, this is for Cancer. That can apply to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you have Cancer in your Venus. Sometimes these turn into love readings. Sometimes they're more of intuitive, emotional readings. I never know what's going to come up. It just comes up. Spirit has a way of just kind of taking over. So we go with the flow. Whatever wants to come forward comes forward. Now, this may not apply to everybody. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it wasn't meant for you. And I advise you to go check a different video because I'm sure that there is information out there that will be for you. I do hope that you receive at least one message, guidance, or love from this video. All of my videos also include activations. So just by watching this, you're being activated energetically, and I do send out healing always, always, always. So let's jump into it. Cancer, in the month of April, I'm feeling very much like a sadness. There was this sense of defeat almost, but I did see a window and I interpreted that as a window of opportunity. Then they showed me a flower blooming in the day and closing up at night. I did again have this feeling of unworthiness, and I heard the saying, I'm not good enough, or I saw somebody sitting there with their head down, kind of, their body language was just folding in on itself, and there was this sadness, this despondency, this closing up, like the flower closing up at night. And then I channeled a large amount of information, which usually I just do like bullet point notes, but this was like a whole big sentence, and this is from the angels specifically for you. So they said, it is okay to emotionally shut down for a little while. In fact, for the highly sensitive, it is extremely necessary. You will bloom again when the time is right. Allow yourself time to heal. Honor where you're at, whether you are in the day cycle or the night cycle. You are loved. You are protected. Reach out to us for assistance. So if you're feeling like this, if you resonate with this and you're feeling a little bit hopeless or down, or you're in this closed off cycle, we all have them, and it's important to ask for assistance. If you don't feel comfortable going out and asking for help from friends and family, you can always reach out to me or to other readers or to other healers that will really be impartial and non-judgmental in wanting to assist you. And or you can reach out to the angels. So ask for assistance. We live in a free will universe, and they can't help you unless you ask. You have to put it out there first, whether you pray, whether it's just an affirmation that you're saying to yourself, whatever it is, set the conscious intention to ask for assistance in easing the burdens and easing the sadness, in helping you to transition through certain cycles, because some of them are slightly more difficult than others. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to pull some cards. And we're just going to do the monthly spread and see what comes up. Okay, so Cancer in the month of April, current self. Interesting, we have the moon. That's that night cycle. Theme of the month. Yeah, so 7 of Cups, confusion here, feeling overwhelmed possibly. Key goal. Yeah, the key goal is healing from this stress, these burdens, this mental anguish. The obstacle to overcome. Whoa, that one was very sure. Page of Cups. Yeah, learning how to deal with your emotions. A major accomplishment. Your cards are very jumping. The Tower. Ooh, this is the accomplishment. It's also what's making you feel this way right now. There's a lot going on. What to avoid. Yes, avoiding the 7 of Pentacles, avoiding feeling like all of it is for nothing. What to embrace. Oh, we got 2. Embracing. Ooh, embracing passion and spiritual evolution moving forward. Embracing. Yeah, making a choice. Find where to find support. Oh, internal love. And fulfillment. Advice and encouragement. The Devil in reverse and the Magician. That is fantastic. Okay, you guys. So let's go over this in a bit more detail. So the current self right now, Cancer, you're coming up as the Moon. And the Moon is a very deep, intuitive card. It is the subconscious mind. It is the night cycle. There are shadows in the night cycle, but there's also light. The Moon is a source of light. So it's going to be up to you to traverse through this territory, keeping the light in front of you so that you can see where you're going. It is easy to get confused in the darkness. It is easy to fall into illusion in the darkness. That's why it's important to follow the path. You see the path, and there's a gateway here. This is this window of opportunity that you're moving through, or you will be moving into. So take heart in the fact that this is just a phase. This is just a cycle. You're moving through it and you're on the right path. Now, the theme of the month is, again, confusion. So that Moon casting shadows, the subconscious mind, it can be tricky. It can be symbolic. It can be dark. And so it's confusing when there's so much going on. You know, you may be having all of these dreams and you don't know how to interpret them, like nightmares or anxiety dreams, or there's sadness going on there. There may be a lot going on in your life emotionally right now. There might be a lot of changes, a lot of things happening, and you don't know how to necessarily deal with it. You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, basically. Just, you know, not really sure what's going on, why this is happening, what you're supposed to do about it, which way you're supposed to go. Please know that you're never on the wrong path. No matter where you are on the right path that you're meant to be on. Everything is always in divine alignment. And any choice that you make is the right choice. Because ultimately all paths lead back to source. So no matter what you do, no matter what mistakes you make, no matter what is happening to you or around you or through you, it's all supposed to be that way. And it's hard to see it that way because when traumatic things happen to us, we have a tendency to ask, why me? Or what is this trying to teach me? That's a hard thing to get to ask in the moment of pain. What is this trying to teach me? But that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what ultimately is going to help us get out of that cycle and choose what's going to be most beneficial for us. It's learning from scratch how to understand things from a more objective perspective. And it's difficult to do that when you're subjectively immersed within this mire of emotion. And that's what we see here with the key goal. So the key goal is to get out of this emotional, mental mire and muck that has been haunting you, because this card here, the Nine of Swords, as you can see by the picture here, it doesn't look pleasant. You know, it's stress, it's anxiety, it's despondency. It was all that emotion that I was feeling. It's even the body language of the person that I was seeing, which is funny because it was exactly like this. It was bent over, shoulders in, head in the hands, just like, what's wrong with me? I'm not enough. Why aren't I good enough? What am I doing wrong? What am I supposed to do? Like, everything I've done is wrong, and this and that and this and that. But it's not. And the key goal is to get out of that mindset, because the swords represent the mental realm. It's the way you're thinking about the emotions that are occurring that is causing the suffering. So if you can detach from the mental circles that you're running in and see the cycle for what it is, an important phase in your spiritual evolution, in your emotional growth, that's when you're going to be able to come out of it and, having learned the lessons, move forward into your day cycle, into this window of opportunity. So the obstacle to overcome, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups it holds this Fool energy. So it is this new beginning, this innocence and trust, and it's in the realm of emotions. Now, when it's coming up in the reverse, it is being, I don't want to say immature about your emotions, because you're not immature, but in a sense, it is this emotional victim mentality, or getting stuck in like this childhood sort of trauma, and we all have it and we all do it, so this is no judgment against you, because I've definitely caught myself there. But the key goal here is to catch yourself there and bring yourself out of it. So it's not allowing yourself to fall into these cycles and then become consumed by them. It is about walking through these cycles, retaining the hope and the faith within you, even when you feel completely at a loss, even when you feel completely overwhelmed. It's not allowing that inner light to go out. And it never truly does. It only ever dims. And then it's about bringing it back into its full power, because the light is what guides you. The light is what allows you to see where you're going, make clear decisions, knowing that it's what's best for you. So the obstacle to overcome here is allowing your emotions to run away with you, to overtake you, to drown you. And the song by Avril Lavigne just came into my head. God, keep my head above water, don't let me drown. It gets harder, I'll meet you there by the altar as I fall down to my knees. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what they're saying. Don't give up hope. If you crumble, if you fall, allow it to turn into a prayer. So whether you're religious or not, it's irrelevant. I'm not, I'm spiritual, but it's all leading back to source. And when you're praying, or when you're asking for assistance, you are seeking support from the universe, from the divine, from the angels, from God, whatever you want to call it, it's there, it's you. It's a much larger, greater, wiser version of you that is seeking to assist you through these physical experiences that you're going through. So keep your head above the water. You might be all the way up to your eyeballs, but you're still above the water. Okay, let's see. The major accomplishment is the Tower, which is an interesting combination of having the Tower come up in the accomplishment position, because the Tower, well, it frightens people. Look at the card. It seems a little bit chaotic. It's a lot of change. It's the crumbling of an old foundation. But the purpose of this is to dissolve all that was false and recreate all that is true. And this can come in the form of an epiphany or a realization of some kind that kind of shakes your way of thinking. That's what the lightning bolt represents. And the people falling from the tower, it represents these old thoughts needing to fall away. That can be uncomfortable. That can lead you into resistance because you attach to a way of thinking. Hey guys, sorry, I'm back. My phone ran out of storage. So where was I? We were talking about the tower. This is actually the major accomplishment because you're realizing something huge that is shaking up your reality. And what I was saying was that sometimes you get attached to ways of thinking, even if they're negative. So the tower comes in to show you what's not working for you, what ways of thinking are actually detrimental, what cycles are not needed anymore. Yes, you will still have your day and night phases, but you won't have to experience the level of suffering or the level of chaos that you have in the past. So the tower is the accomplishment because this has come in to shake up what's not working and get rid of it. And now you're free to move forward into this window of opportunity, into this new, fresh start. So what to avoid right now, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about being a little bit impatient or unsure of whether the work that you've invested is actually going to pay off. So as you can see, the fruit is growing and he's kind of like, well, when can I have this? I've put in all this work and I still have nothing really to show for it. But the thing is that they're almost ready to be harvested. And so it's a matter of not falling into fear or doubt simply because you don't have something in your hands or because you can't see the physical reality of the situation changing. It will. There is change. There is this day cycle coming. There is this new fresh start, this window of opportunity that's coming for you. This will be harvestable soon. So avoid falling into fear and doubt about when that will take place. All is happening in divine alignment and everything has its time period and cycle that needs to take place. So what to embrace? We have two Wands cards, which are about spiritual passion. This could be something to do with career, something to do with leadership and making the decision to possibly travel or explore a new area of something that you're interested in, passionate about, something that brings you joy and fulfillment, and something as it pertains to your work, your career, your personal soul mission and purpose. So it doesn't necessarily have to be work and career. It can be something that is a hobby for you or something that you just enjoy doing. So it's saying embrace what brings you joy. Embrace where you're going to feel that strength and fire within you begin to grow again. Embrace new destinations, making the choice to walk down a different path. Embrace this new opportunity, this window that's opening up for you. You may have been expecting a door and it's a window, but you can still go through the window. You just have to climb a little bit. That's all. It's just not going to be quite as easy as walking through a door, but you can still go through it. The support that is here for you comes in the form of the Ace of Cups and the Hermit. This is beautiful because this is self-love. The support that you need is within you, but it's going to take some time for you to close up and really cultivate and then be able to harvest that self-love. So that's what we're talking about here with the Moon. It's going within. The Page of Cups, it's going within. The Tower, it's something that's happened inside you. It may have been something that happened outside of you, but it's caused this shift in the way that you're thinking and the way that you're understanding your emotions. And this harvestability will come through this inner journey. So the Hermit goes within. The Hermit sort of secludes himself for a period of time to find the light within and allow that to carry him forward on his path. In certain depictions of the Hermit, he's walking along a thin, narrow pathway with cliffs on either side, but he's sure of every step that he takes because he's looking at the lantern, and the lantern is guiding his way in each new step. He might not be able to see the destination or the goal, the end of the path, but he knows that he's on the path and he's going in the right direction. And he trusts and has faith that his inner love and fulfillment and light will guide him. So this is the support network that you have within you. And if you don't feel like you have access to that, then it's time to ask for assistance in leading you back to allowing this light to come in, because everybody has this internal GPS. Everybody has this internal intuitive knowing. Everybody has a higher self. It's just whether you have cut yourself off from it or not, whether you have access to it or not. I know for years I didn't have access to it, and I was constantly struggling and questioning things, and I was indecisive, and I was fearful, and I was, oh God, it was horrible. And when I finally reconnected with my higher self and was able to, through trial and error, become very much trusting of my higher self, I found myself not fearing as much, not doubting as much, not being indecisive and falling into this confusion and unknowing and chaos, because no matter what happened, I had this internal GPS pointing me in the right direction. I never feel lost. Even in the moments where it is pretty chaotic and there's still emotional things that happen, deep within, I know that I'm on the right path. I know that I'm being guided. I know that whatever this season is putting me through, it's for a reason. Every season has its reason. So the advice and encouragement here is beautiful as well. So we have the Devil in reverse and the Magician. So this is you being the creator of your reality and freeing yourself from these old illusions and patterns and things that were restricting you. As you can see in the Devil card, it's a chain around the neck that was limiting you through fear, through doubt, self-doubt especially, and lack of self-worth is what they're saying. There was this feeling of unworthiness, and so you gave your power away. And you gave your power away because you didn't trust yourself enough to have this power. But you do have this power. You're freeing yourself now, which is why it's coming up in reverse. You're breaking free from those self-created bonds and allowing yourself to become the true essence of you, which is the master manifester, the creator, the higher self. You're allowing yourself to become balanced, and you will create the reality that you want. That's this window of opportunity. You've made that for yourself because you are the universe and the universe is you. Everything that is outside of you is within you, and so all you have to do to shift what's outside of you is to shift what's inside you. Shift the way that you think about something, the way that you feel about something, the attachments that you have, the old ways of thinking, the programming. Yes, it takes a little while, and that's why there's this hermit period where you have to go within and reprogram yourself. But you have every capability of doing that. You have all of the tools at your disposal. You've got everything that you need, and you have this connection to source. You have this connection to this higher information and these higher abilities. You are a water sign, a very intuitive, sensitive, emotional, empathic water sign. These are your strengths. If you choose to view them as weaknesses, then you're missing the opportunity. These are your strengths. This is what you have. This is what you can do. So you can utilize this to its most highest potential. I know I'm a water sign too. I'm a Pisces. I have the same struggles, and I've gone through the same things as you. So know that your day cycle is coming. You are going to bloom, and it's going to be beautiful. And you know this because you've bloomed in the past. So just honor wherever you're at, because every season has a reason. That's just what they keep saying in my head, and I've never heard that saying before. I like it because it rhymes. So let's get one oracle card from the Crystals Oracle. What would benefit Cancer this month? What crystal would help the Cancer collective? Soulmate. Interesting. So we have number 35, Soulmate. It looks like a quartz crystal. So let's check it out. Now, if you have this particular crystal, or if you feel called to go out and purchase this particular crystal, I would recommend that because it's coming forward for you for a reason. If you don't, then you can always tune into the energy of this card. The crystal's energy will permeate through time and space to you right now. So just focus on the energy of the crystal in this card as I read out the description. So Soulmate, the twin flame. Two crystals side by side call in a twin flame, a complement to your soul. This is what people mean when they ask for a soulmate. A twin flame bonds two people in an intimate relationship or unites you with the higher part of your soul. You yearn to be loved, but does this come from a black hole you need to fill? Black holes can be filled only from the inside, by loving yourself fully and integrating different facets of your being. A twin flame means embracing deep intimacy and interdependency between yourself and another at the spiritual and physical levels. Old heartbreak may need to be healed, ties with the past, companion cut or vows renegotiated. Prepare for open-hearted, intimate, unconditional love. Decide whether you want a soulmate with the lessons that implies, or a twin flame, a companion of the heart. You don't need anyone else to make you complete. A twin flame complements your wholeness. So this could be indicating that the season to come will involve the reunion with a soulmate or twin flame. But the opportunity here is first requiring you to come into this place of self-love. Because as anybody who's on the twin flame journey knows, you will not manifest your twin flame union without first manifesting union and love within yourself. Because the twin flame is a mirror of you. They are the reflection. The relationship only ever shows you what's going on within you, as within, so without. So to come into a place of unconditional love externally, you really do have to feel that within. And that's what we've been seeing in the cards. That's what I was channeling. It's about coming into this place of self-love. There needs to be self-love. And that's what this is talking about. Are you trying to fill the black hole from outside of you by taking on things and externally trying to fill the gap, fill the void? That's not going to come to any sort of fulfillment. That's not going to bring you to the place that you long to be in. And I think you realized that. That's why you're breaking free. That's where this Tower moment came in. That's where this Seven of Cups is the theme right now, because you're learning that that's not the way, because it didn't work. It didn't work for you. So now you're ready to try something different. You're ready to walk on a new path that you've never been on before, which is a path of self-fulfillment. This is a path of passion and love that comes from within you. And it's almost a little bit ironic, or paradoxical would probably be a better word for it, because the love that we seek outside of ourselves only comes to us when we feel the love within. So it's like you have to feel it first to be able to see it and experience it in your reality. So you really do have to create this. You have to create and manifest this from a place of feeling like you already have it. It's difficult to do because if you're sitting in the dark, it's hard to imagine the light. But that's exactly what you have to do. And that's exactly what's going to get you out of this. This is exactly what's going to guide you on the path and attract what it is that you're looking for, which is unconditional love in all its forms. All right, guys, that's a beautiful reading. If you are needing any healing or an additional personal reading, I'm here for you. I wish to support you in any way that I can. And I understand what you're going through because I've been there. And I too am highly sensitive and highly empathic. So it's important for us to assist each other, to support each other on this journey. We are in this together. You are not alone. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next month. I love you guys. Bye.